I got myself a problem. Anytime I try to make cookies, everything is going great. The dough looks and tastes fantastic. I throw them into the oven and flat. It's annoying. Everyone should know how to make cookies, and if I can't do so, that to me is a problem. So I made them last month. Have a look. Yeah, could be better. You guys sent me some suggestions and tips on how to improve what I was doing, and you know what? I think that's really gonna help. So let's give it another shot. This time with the Milk Bar Cornflake Marshmallow Chocolate Chip Cookie. I know what you're thinking, Jamie, you just made a Milk Bar recipe last week with the popcorn cake. But when you make a Milk Bar recipe, you are using certain ingredients that you use for Milk Bar recipes and then never again. They just sit on your shelf forever. Like this. This is called milk powder. I just want to get my money's worth and then get rid of it. Take your cornflakes and add them to a medium bowl. With your hands, you want to crush these up until they're about 1/4 the size that they used to be. Add in dry milk powder. Just want to get my money's worth and then get rid of it. And some salt. And we're going to toss it so that it gets all mixed together. Add in some melted butter and continue to toss this. That butter is going to act as a glue. It's going to have it all stick together. And I get to keep doing this. I'm going to create little cornflake clusters. Damn it. On a parchment sheet lined baking pan, I'm gonna sprinkle my clusters. What's 275 degrees Fahrenheit and Celsius?
135 degrees Celsius.
Looks toasted and smells buttery. Let's add room temperature butter, light brown sugar, white sugar. Cream it together. Whew! Add half a teaspoon of vanilla and 1 egg. Give this a good mix for like 10 minutes. It's come to my attention through the help of you guys that Christina Tosi and Milk Bar do not use regular old all-purpose flour in their cookies. They, in fact, use bread flour. I didn't know that until one of you guys sent me a screen grab of one of Christina Tosi's cookbooks. It makes sense, I guess. The bread flour would assist in the rising, and there's so much damn butter in these cookies that I guess you're gonna need all the help you can get. And if you can get it through bread flour, it's a good place to get it. Baking soda and baking powder, salt. So we're not really mixing this for too long, just until everything comes together. Roughly a minute. Cornflake crunch. And some glorious mini chocolate chips. We're mixing until incorporated. And for our last ingredient, mini marshmallows. I'm only mixing the marshmallows until they're fully incorporated. Cool. I'm finding it very challenging to stop eating this cookie dough. I say no more. Get yourself an ice cream scoop, get yourself some parchment paper, and start scooping. So anytime I look at a photo of a cornflake marshmallow cookie, they always make sure to have a melted marshmallow right on the top. So you take it out of the oven, and on the very top is a nice melted marshmallow. It's a nice touch. In the freezer overnight. You go in here. Arrange your cookies on the baking pan, but don't go too crazy. You don't want to overcrowd them. They get uncomfortable. 18 minutes. The edges have completely darkened. That was fast. And it flattened the hell out. They were in the oven for 12 minutes and they still look like that. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm going to lower the temperature of the oven, and I'm only gonna keep the cookies in for like 10 minutes. They're really, really good. They have like a sweet and salty thing going on. It's really jiving. It's really jiving together quite nicely. You really can taste that cornflake in there. And it's adding that saltiness, which is the highlight. Ooh. If you are interested in making cookies for the first time, or you want to improve your cookie making, or you just want to make Milk Bar cookies, there's a couple things that I've learned in the span of a month that we can just go over again, and you can use them if you want, and if you don't want to, you can just throw it back in my face. Firstly, it was using the bread flour instead of the all-purpose flour, but I think that goes specifically for Milk Bar cookies. Secondly was putting them in the freezer instead of the fridge overnight. I think that worked rather well. I'd recommend doing it. And thirdly would be not following the recipe exactly, specifically the baking instructions. That includes the temperature of the oven and how long the cookies should be in the oven. Because my first batch followed those instructions exactly, and this is what I got. Okay, that's it for me. If you like this episode and you like what I'm doing, make sure you are subscribed so you can stay tuned for everything that's going on. You can like this video, you can comment down below and say whatever. And you can also follow me on Instagram at AntiChefJamie because I update there as well. I'll see you soon.